Okay, I'm going to continue doing this. Let's start down here at the foot this time around. And we got quads all down here. Great, great, great. And then we start getting up to here, and it starts getting snarly. I'm just kind of looking at how they're all kind of collapsed here and on the other side. Let's just go in here, and I'm going to grab this edge. I'll grab that one and that one. I'm just going to delete them really quick. I'm going to get rid of that one too. Okay, and let's take... So right here, it's these ones aren't looking nice. That time I'll use the other delete edge trick. And I'm going to get my multi-cut. And these ones I kind of feel like if I go through to the other side, this will be a bit better. Something funky there. A lot of edges right there. Okay. Whoop. That's working. Okay, and do I have anything else here? I do. I've got this one. Let's go. Come on. Go trucking over to the other side. Okay, and then right here, as I got two, I'm just going to take this one to here. Okay, and oh, anything else I have? There's a five-sided right there. If I truck that over this way, I can meet up with that triangle I've got over here. Get rid of that. Boop. Okay, and back to this one. Is there anything funny coming down this way? Okay, so if I look here at the toe, we have end-gone action, and this is what I was hoping for. Well, I think I was hoping for this. We'll find out in a second. There, so I go straight through, and then we got this one. Now, I can either go and put it right here, and then I get you know, just a triangle somewhere in my foot. And remember that if you just kind of do a quick edge loop select here, and I look and I got 13, that means I'm going to have a triangle in my foot no matter what I do. So I think I'm going to take that loop, and it goes up to the butt here. I'm just going to delete that thing, and there, that gives me less geometry to worry about. Right here, I was looking at this one and this one. See where those go up. Lift this back up this way, and well, I think I could probably get rid of those too, so I'm gonna just deselect to around here someplace, and I'll figure out a way to work those in up here. Just deselect those two, and I'll just go and hold down shift and delete those out, and there, now I can probably work with that a little bit and see what I can do. Let's grab this, delete the history, and if I go and I get my relax brush. Also, one of the things that I really like about this old brush that you can't do with the new brushes, or at least I haven't figured it out, unless there's some way that something I'm missing. If I go in and I grab a few select vertices like these, and I go to the tool, when I'm on relax, there's a flood button. And that worked out pretty good, pretty quickly, relaxing the vertices here. I'm just going to see if I can undo one. And that way I can take these foot vertices, and whoop. See what else I got here. And I'll just hold down X and I can snap those all to the floor. Do that with these ones too. Yeah. Just go and hold down X and snap them to the floor. Great, now they're all flat. And then if I go and I held down the wrong hotkey, hold down Shift, I can invert the selection. Make sure I deselect the stuff on the heel. Okay, and these ones here, they can use a little bit of flood action too. Flood, flood, flood. Okay, and I can straighten those up, but they're looking cleaner now. Do I see any junk in here? No. Okay, so that's looking a bit better. Still, I can change the shape of that. The ankle looks like it's coming too far over and things like that. Let's pull this over this way a bit. Yeah, I don't like how that's swooping around, but I'll leave it for now. I can come in here and grab an edge loop, and I'll edge ring and split, turn off my soft selection, grab my little vertices, grab my paint thing here and hit flood a few times. Just going to even out my geometry. Maybe I'll hit the down arrow. If I hit the down arrow, that does a pick walk maneuver, so it'll grab other vertices. It works based on camera, so flood, flood, flood. And I don't like how these ones here moved all the way up, so I'm just going to move those down again. And it feels like that's kind of stretching, so I can pop in an edge loop, edge ring, oh crap, edge ring split, dunk. Okay, we're coming up the leg. Not enough geometry right here. I'm just going to hit G, pop in a couple here. Okay, making everything squarish. And then I'm going to go and see what happens if I grab to here. I'm just going to deselect that one. Then I'm going to grow the selection to get the whole loop all the way up. Okay, great. And I'll do this thing again. Flood. And I started to lose some shape on the leg. Yeah, I'll bring that back a bit. Okay, that's not bad, but I probably want to get some shape again and make sure that you're going in here and grabbing edges and probably scale them in. Something else I noticed too is that the knee here is hyperextended. I want to bend this, so if I go in here and I grab, come on you bastard, oh, freaking hell, there we go. And if I go and I get my soft selection, whoop, and I pull this forward, you want the knee slightly bent. Okay. And it actually feels like the leg's a bit long here where the knee is. Okay, I'll do that. I'm trying not to worry too much about form right now. I'm more worried about just getting general good things for rigging. Okay, that's worry about the other getting a real style into it later after you kind of nail this kind of stuff. And okay, so I left this open up here, so I'm just going to go get my multi-cut, and I think if I cut from there to there, that gives me a quad, and that's a quad there. There is a triangle here. Let's see if there's any more triangles. And I'm not sure how I feel about that right now. I could collapse it. And remember, that's not a triangle there. I could collapse it. I could keep spinning it to get it over here and get rid of it. Just looking for an area where there's one right there. Perfect. Okay, so I'll turn off soft selection. So I take this and this and this and this and this, and I go in and I do the collapse. Okay, now I got a triangle over here. I take this and I can spin it. Spin. Okay, we're almost there. Take this one, spin it here, and then I take that one and I delete it, and there. Okay, let's get out that relax brush again. Just delete the history and get the relax brush, and then you'll see that when I take this area and I do stuff to it. Okay, that's better. And this thing around the crotch here. It's going to hold the shape. I don't know if I like this one totally. Remember that right here, if I do want to fix this, now that I kind of stare at it, I go, maybe it's not the greatest one. What if I went and I did something like, come on you bastard, backspace. If I go from here to here to here, okay, that is going to be a quad now. And I can truck this through here, and not crazy about that one, but I'm going to truck this up through here, and maybe I can find some place in the back. There's an N-gon right there waiting for me. Perfect. Okay, this thing right here, we can handle this a couple different ways. Do that. Okay, and actually this will work out bastard a little bit better. Right there. Quit freaking picking the other faces. I prefer the old tool better, but we won't worry about that right now. Okay, and then the old poly split tool, that's what I was just referring to, because I just noticed that it wouldn't do those kind of stupid things where I was trying to grab that face. Okay, and what about this thing back here? Grab that edge, delete it, and grab this thing. I'll pull this down. And yeah. Okay, and I'm just going to pull these in a little bit. Just makes life easier. If there's a bit of a gap in the crotch, it's easier to rig. just gonna quickly pull this over here. And what about this thing? I'm gonna pull those apart because it keeps bothering me when I look over at it, and I keep thinking I'm seeing triangles. Okay, good enough. And then what else do we have? Let's go and do a quick check. I'm just gonna delete the history. Let's do the select using constraints. And the use constraints, when I'm using it, I'm going to go to, I got to be in face mode, so I'm selecting faces. I usually like to have the move tool on or some kind of tool where I can spot where the hell they are, the n-gons. I go into current and next, and I go and I put on n-sided, and it will select my n-gons. And some of these, this for instance, they don't look like n-gons, but I can actually see now that when I look at it, there is a row of vertices here, or there is a row of vertices here. I'll just delete those. I'll bring them back in a second, probably. If I go back to face mode, select. Okay, so there I can see my n-gons. 1, 2, 3. It looks like there's a few here. What's this? I suspect that's that vertice problem. I just go and I select vertices and hit delete, and they'll go away. Okay, and let's go back to faces. Is there anything else in here? So it's really there, and what the hell is this? There's something up. There's something in the face I didn't see, and there's a couple in the ears. Let's just go to this one first. Okay, so there's an n-gon in the nose, and if I go in here. I think I'm going to go from here to here, boop, and I'm going to do this. And, okay, so now I've got this thing right here. Then I'll go from there to there. And put this one from there to there. There to there. And I'll just get rid of that edge. Boom. And we're all back to quad land. Still not crazy about some of this edge flow right here in this nosy area here. Actually, one other thing I like about this tool is there's this thing here, and this is the slide. And the slide will try to keep the shape. I'm just going to make the brush smaller. And I can, for some reason it's not doing anything for me. Sometimes it won't do it if you've got n-gons. Let's delete the history, grab the slide again. No, it doesn't want to do it for me. Doesn't like me. Okay, maybe I have to go back and do n-gon hunting for a little while. What do we got in here? Good God! How am I getting... Okay, so if I right-click, go to, not vertex face, go to vertices. So I see anything floating around. Okay, so there's my reasoning, or reasons for this one. No, don't do that. Take this, and I'll just go in here and delete edge. And then G. That one there, we're just going to collapse that. Okay, back to faces, see what we got now. Okay, got rid of that area pretty quick. What's this thing? So right here, these are just not merged, that's one big face. So if I just simply go in here and I grab this vertice and that one and I merge them, fixed. Faces, or it should be fixed. Oh, it's still not fixed. There's something else over here. Now, what the hell's wrong with this one? Aha! So this one right here has got something really bad going on, it looks like. Actually, when I select it, it's still all one face. There's some other weird unfolded thing right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete that one altogether. And I suspect if I use my... I don't want to use fill hole. Fill hole won't work on this because of that vertice right there. So if I do this and rebuild it... Come on, you bastard. There. Enter. Let's go to face mode again. And it's still got the constraint on. No, the constraint disappeared on me. So I gotta go back here to select, use constraints, current and next. Okay, so that is no longer an n-gon. Now we got n-gons in here. My God. So if I grab these ones, actually I'm going to grab that edge and just delete it. There's that edge right there, and I suspect, and I can see something that looks funny right there. I go like this, and then I just double clicked on it to get it, and I deleted it. Okay, and this one, we're going to collapse those. And what else do I see? There's something funky going on here. Okay, and I think I could probably do a fill hole on that one. Boop. Fill that in. And so, what's going on here? So there's more geometry back here. End gone here. And okay. Okay, so there's an end gun there and there, so if I go like this, and I go over to the other end gun, right through it, those are quads. Right here, if I just go from there to there, those are quads. Let's check it out and see what I got left now. Faces? Still 2, it looks like. Just 2. Okay, so this one here, I noticed there's a triangle right next door. The triangles moved in next door, destroyed the neighborhood. There, now I got 2 triangles, and if I take this one, I go from here to here to here. Now, I can take that thing out of here, boop, and those are all quads. And there's the other one. This looks kind of messy right in here. I might just see what happens if I grab this tool. And I'm just going to make the brush smaller. Okay, and there's a bunch of funky stuff right here. So when I'm relaxing, there is a few extra faces, or so it appears. If I take this one and delete it, take this one, and I collapse those. There we go. And there's the end gone there. And do I see... Well, let's go back here to... We're in face mode, right? So if I go in here and I grab the faces, and I see there's just one end gun left. If I go into that tool, so if I go to select, use constraints, and I switch, I'm just going to look for a triangle, and I can probably eliminate it. So if I go over here to triangles, and I take a look, okay, we've got a few different triangles, and right there, so if I just take, I'm just going to take this one and spin that, take this thing, delete it. Remember, the odd triangle is not bad. I have to keep always emphasizing that because I have a tendency to be a quad Nazi. Boop, there. And there's a triangle right here, so if I thought about it, I could find a way to move it. Go from there to there. There to there, and then I'll just truck it right over to this corner here. I could spin that around if I want to. And I can take that edge and delete it, take this one here and collapse it, and there. Let's just take a look, see if I missed anything. So faces, there's a couple triangles still. I'm just going to leave them for now. Let's see, I can always see ways to get rid of it. I collapse over here and then move it over this way, but whatever, I'm not going to do that right now. It doesn't look like anything funky. And then I'm going to go over here to faces. And in faces, we'll go back and see if there's any n-gons. And there's an n-gon here somehow. Did I change to n-sided? I did. So this thing here is telling me it's an n-sided. And there's something about it that does look peculiar. Aha! Let's just hit F. Where is it? So there's something weird going on over here. I'm just going to take that vertice there. And I suspect if I delete it, that will fix it. It was actually almost looked like a non-manifold face. Now the n-gons are gone. And I think the only ones we have are in the chest. What time I had? 19 minutes. And I gotta go soon. But, there was nothing in the fingers. Okay. I might even take the fingernails out. These are okay. This could be kind of sculpted and stuff. Very long thumb. And actually, it looks like my tool somehow turned on the reflections again. Let's turn that off, and I can come in here and relax that out a bit. And yeah, probably could have put some more edge loops. Let's undo that before I did that. If I go in and I pop in some edge loops, say here, here, and here, it'll hold the finger a bit more in place. One more right there, and let's go back to object mode and get my paint thing, and I'll kind of paint around the fingers, and I could organize that right now. It's just a little bit messy there, but whatever. And I go up the arm, everything seems to be fine. Okay, okay, I'll call it, I can see things there. I'm not going to worry about modeling too much, just making sure it's fixed. Okay, so as I'm coming up the arm here, there's just not enough edge loops. So I'm going to pop in some edge loops. I do believe I have the flow on, flow correct, or what is it? The quad, not edge flow is on when I'm doing that. So it's actually changing the shape a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to go back, and I'm actually, before I do anything too crazy, let's just go in and I'm going to grab this edge loop. Now this elbow is bent, but it's kind of bent in the wrong direction. It's easier to bend it this way. Okay, and I can give that some more style and everything like that. Okay, you want it bent this way, it's easier to rig. Let's see if that works. That's too big. Going to change that a little bit so it doesn't look quite so bent. Okay, good enough. And and then I'm gonna go and get that funny tool again, and I'll see what I can do. You see, sometimes when you're painting, it doesn't do it evenly, so that's why I like the flood. But okay, and we're at the 22-minute mark. And anything else I want to change for now, I can probably go back and I can fix some of the stuff later, but we're almost there. A couple of end guns left, and I'm not crazy about some of the geometry in the chest, but okay, we'll leave it. Multi-cut, and that's not what I meant to hit. Multi-cut, and I'm going to go trucking my way through here. Okay, there is an end gun right there. It's gone now. And there's an end gun right here in the chest. And let's see, what if, how do I want to get rid of this one? Just trying to make a quick decision. This one goes through there, through there. I don't like that. So, what if I just take this one? I'm going to collapse it. Okay, now that's a quad, that's a quad, that's a quad. This is a triangle. I'm just going to spin that around so it's up there. Okay, and let's get the multi-cut, and I can cut from here to here. And I can take this one, I'm going to cut right through here as well. Not crazy about that thing that I've left there. Maybe I can just go in here and I'll collapse this edge. Take that one, delete it. Take that one, delete it. And I'm going to collapse that and that. I'll just take that one and delete it. Okay, so those are cleaned up. And let's just take this area now and see what I can do with the relax. And yeah, it's going to need more work, but that's better. Okay, and sometimes when I find that I can't really relax these areas that are getting close to the edge of my model, it might be just a good idea to go ahead and, oh, maybe one more thing, this area here, if I go in and I grab every other edge, I can make that into, hold on a second, how many edge loops do we have here? There is 9. So there are 9, so I can't actually make that into quads right there. I need either 10 or I need 8. And which way do I want to collapse? For now, I won't worry about it. I'll leave it because I'm trying to hurry and trying to finish. Let's just go to the front view, make sure that none of the vertices are off from the center, and it looks like it's going to happen in the crotch. Here, I'm just going to take those, I'll hold down X, snap them to the crotch, okay, right. Hit 4 so I can see it all in the wireframe. And X, I don't think those are off. I think those should be okay. Okay, and I think those should be okay. Those will be okay for now. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to mirror it. I should delete the history. I think I'm probably getting lots of history up in here. Oh, and this thing here, the polygon selection, make sure you hit close and reset. Okay, and let's try the mirror again. So if I go to mirror, bloop, pops it to the other side. I take a look at my threshold. It's 0.001. I should be fine. Okay, and I'm going to go and put this into solid. Okay, great. And I could put on reflections if I want to. Actually, where is it? If I hold down U and I left click, there's reflection. You can find that in the tool settings as well. If you just double click on the tool, it'll pop up. And this is not moving. So I'm just going to reset the tool. E? Nope. I didn't check to see if there's any n-gons I missed. Maybe that could be it. Or just hold on a second. Let's take this model and reselect it. Hit this. That worked. Okay, so I just had to do something like that. And now you can see that I can kind of come in and relax some of these areas quickly. Okay. And get some of the chest working. This just needs, yeah, I need to go to the ZBrush with it or something. And sometimes up here in the forehead, let's make my brush smaller. These are really stretched out here, so they'll probably come down. The nose area. Okay, and we'll call that better for now. Actually, I'm at the 27-minute mark. Okay, I'm going to stop. And that is fixed for now. I could still do more work on it, but now it's better. It's better. So stop.